Imagine gazing out at the Atlantic Ocean over massive cliffs while devouring a perfectly seasoned lobster roll. Sound too good to be true? Great news, it's not. All this and more can be experienced in the American seaside town of Newport, Rhode Island. From going on a 3-mile hike on the cliff walk, surrounded by mansions from the Gilded Age, to experiencing the thrill of sailing, this tourist hotspot is packed with incredible activities and sights. In fact, there is so much to see in Newport that it might seem impossible to fit it all in one trip. Sit back and relax as we explore all the beauty and wonder that awaits in Newport, Rhode Island. Newport is one of a collection of 9 coastal towns in Rhode Island that make up what is known as the Classic Coast. And really, there is no better way to explore Newport than by car. To get a sense of Newport, travelers must try the 10-mile drive, or the drive as locals call it. This route takes you past a lot of major attractions, including the New York and Ida Lewis yacht clubs, and provides a good introduction to all that can be offered in Newport. Hop in your car to begin your journey at the corner of Wellington Avenue and Thames Street. Some of the major sights that you will see on your drive will be Fort Adams and an impressive array of New England beaches. The last part of the drive will be the cliff walk and the mansions from the Gilded Age, overlooking the Atlantic Ocean with their immaculate grounds and impressive architecture. It is truly a wonder that many of these mansions were just summer homes for New York's elite. Travelers wanting to stretch their legs after a time on the drive should not miss the cliff walk. Located on the eastern edge of Newport, the cliff walk is a 3.5-mile paved, accessible walking path that offers incredible views of the Atlantic Ocean and the Gilded Age mansions of Newport. The path is free and open mostly year-round, depending on the weather in the winter. There are at least 5 different entrances to the walk, so visitors can enter and exit at any time. This is truly a stunning jewel of Newport. Fort Adams is also home to the internationally renowned Newport Jazz Festival and the Newport Folk Festival. In operation since the early 1950s, the festival draws jazz and folk legends who come and play to packed crowds every year. The Folk Festival plays in late July, and the Jazz Festival happens in August, so keep this in mind if planning a trip to Newport in the summer months. For travelers looking to get their feet wet and their adrenaline pumping, Newport is a great place for sailing. The National Sailing Hall of Fame and the Sailing Museum are located here and offer a great introduction to the sport. Many people do not know that the America's Cup originated here in Newport in 1851, when members of the New York Yacht Club accepted the challenge to compete against the Royal Yacht Squadron. Now, travelers can learn about this and more at the Sailing Museum. For people who want to actually try their hand at sailing, Sail Newport and Newport Sailing School and Tours are 2 excellent options. 12-Meter Charters is a Newport-based company that will put sailors aboard the Columbia, the first 12-meter sailboat to win the America's Cup in 1958. Additionally, Sail to Prevail, the first sailing program for people with disabilities, is based here. Visitors can ride in specially outfitted sailboats. If you are looking for a drier activity, but one that is still exciting, head over to the International Tennis Hall of Fame. Once the site of the U.S. Open from 1881 to 1914, visitors can explore the sport of tennis, from history to current highlights. The museum offers an impressive array of tennis memorabilia. And what would a museum and complex about tennis be without, well, an opportunity to actually play the game? The courts of the International Tennis Hall of Fame are grass, and court times are booked well in advance, so plan accordingly. Bring your tennis whites and your racket and get ready to hit the court. Since Newport is located overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, there is no shortage of beaches. Easton's Beach is ideal for families as it provides smaller waves and is semi-protected from the open ocean. There is also a vintage carousel and an interactive Save the Bay Exploration Center and aquarium. After a few hours of playing in the waves, check out Easton's Beach Snack Bar, famous for their lobster rolls, or Flo's Clam Shack, which has been in business since 1936. Another great beach for families is Gooseberry Beach. This beach is in a protected cove which makes its calm water ideal for swimming, and the rocky barrier a great place for exploring tidal pools and rock scrambling. Make sure that you reserve a day pass in advance, as crowds at this beach can make parking a nightmare. The beach also has a snack bar that serves a wide variety of great treats, as well as showers, changing rooms, and restrooms. Collins Beach, near the Castle Hill Lighthouse, is popular among the locals for offering incredible views of sunsets. In addition, you can also view the setting sun from Breton Point State Park on Ocean Drive, or from an Adirondack chair on the lawn of the Castle Hill Inn. Nothing says New England quite like a sunset from a Newport beach. If playing in the waves has left you needing a break from the sun, head to the Redwood Library in Athenaeum, the oldest lending library in the United States. Also, it is the oldest library that has been in continuous use. Established by Abraham Redwood in the 18th century, the library served the American colonists for some time before the occupation of the British during the Revolutionary War. It was used as an officers' club by the British forces, who unfortunately destroyed over half of the library's original collection. Today, visitors can explore the library by themselves or take a walking tour, which are offered every day at 2 p.m. for $5 per person. Just off the cliff walk are the stunning mansions of the Gilded Age. The Gilded Age was a brief period in American history, from approximately 1870 to 1910, that saw incomparable change in industry and transportation. Massive fortunes were built very quickly and spent on lavish lifestyles. Many of the mansions along the cliff walk are working museums, and visitors can pay a small fee to tour all the luxury that former residents experienced. The most famous of the Gilded Age mansions are the Breakers, former summer home of the Vanderbilts, Marble House, the Elms, and Rosecliff. Be sure to download the app Newport Mansions on your smart device and bring your earbuds for an impressive tour. History lovers will be blown away by the legendary Fort Adams State Park. Dating back to around 1776, the fort played a major role in the defense of Rhode Island and Narragansett Bay during the Revolutionary War. From 1776 to 1812, the fort was a conglomeration of mounds and earthenworks staffed by the local militia. After the War of 1812, the United States government issued a major overhaul of the fort, ultimately ending with the structure that is present today. Visitors now have the option of a 75-minute guided tour led by volunteer staff at the fort, or a self-guided tour. In addition, the Fort Adams Bay Walk is a must for walkers or active travelers. This is a 2.5-mile loop that goes around the perimeter of the fort and provides a stunning view of the sunset. Also, groups have the option of staying overnight at the fort. They can stay in the actual soldiers' barracks. Foodies will adore the impressive array of restaurant choices, from five-star dining to lobster shacks at the wharf. Newport has a great selection to suit almost every palate. If you're looking for a sumptuous, one-of-a-kind, high-end dining experience, look no further than the dining room at the Castle Hill Inn. The current menu is a modified prefix menu. Guests may choose 2 of 5 offerings of appetizers, entrees, and desserts. The food is locally sourced, and the restaurant currently has a Forbes 4-star rating. If you were looking for a somewhat different, more relaxed dining experience, head north to the small town of Warren for the Blount Clam Shack. This small, walk-up food stop on the waterfront is well known in the area for their impressive half-pound lobster roll, tossed with either house-made dill mayo or warm butter. They are located in a tiny shack on Warren's waterfront. Staying in Newport will give you a great selection of small, reasonably priced eateries. One that should not be missed is Anthony's Seafood. Here, diners can enjoy famous lobster rolls, as featured on numerous TV shows, including Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, as well as fried clam and New England clam chowder. Once a summer playground to the ultra-wealthy, this New England town has stood the test of time. From fine seafood to incredible sights, Newport has it all. With all that there is to do in Newport, it might be very possible that one might want to return year after year, making it not just a destination, but a home in which to return.